Hopefully the mic works now. All right. Good evening. Welcome to this pick a pile reading. For context, as I've put in the description, we are currently facing a full moon. It's said to be in tropical Sagittarius, sidereal Scorpio. However, when I opened my time passages app, which allows you to change the location of where you're looking at the stars, it says that the full moon is now in Capricorn, which I think would make sense considering the movement of the stars. But either way, this live stream is done under the inspiration of that and the Jupiter transit into tropical Cancer, sidereal Gemini. All signs, I think even in the tropical Capricorn of it, which I guess would now then be sidereal Sag. But anyway, all signs, I think, hold this energy of bluntness, of truth, and they all have a very underlying tone of love to do with this bluntness and truth, where it's like we're finding the very true frequency of nurture, no more pretending, no more performing or faking. If you're going to be loving, if you're going to be nurturing, then the very least you can do is be in a way that's true to you so that you can pull in, manifest, attract in a way that's true to you as well. As I put in the description as well, I felt very excited doing this, very randomly inspired to come on and do this. So I don't know what the cards are going to say, what each pile is going to say, but I am looking forward to the growth that will come from what's going on. And that will happen for you from whenever it is that you decide to tune into this live stream. Thank you for doing so. We can begin by grounding ourselves. As I usually say, take a deep breath. Hold the numbers 1 through 3 in your mind. Pick whichever number resonates most with you, and then we can begin to play. Each pile has 3 cards. I will be turning over the piles, reading the cards for each, and then pulling one card or however many would like to fall as I shuffle for elaboration, and then I'll move on to the next pile. So I am going to begin now with pile 1. Pile 1. We have, very interesting, the 8 of Swords, the Fool, and the 4 of Rods. So I'm immediately getting the sense that pile 1, you are someone who is coming out of an issue of self-something, self-infliction, self-suppression, or self-sabotage. And I'm getting the sense it feels like a squeezing. Like you were squeezing yourself, but you were doing it unnecessarily. And it was stopping you from finding a true sense of like belonging to yourself, belonging in your body, belonging in your community, belonging in your own life. You may be someone who has faced mental health issues that particularly drive you towards those, that bring out those feelings of a lack of belonging, of feeling like, oh, well, this world may be better off without me. I'm not getting the suicidal tendency sense, but just more like, what am I doing alive? I received that you may also be someone who has particularly struggled in finding your purpose. And it's as if life has been taunting you by like hiding it from you, like, oh, you think you got this? Oh no, I'm hiding it from you still. Like it's like this is how you see your life, very naughty, and your life or your God or your universe. Like your universe teases you a lot. This is something I experienced personally, where every time I want something, the more that I kind of focus on my mind on it, the more I see other people in my life experiencing it. So it's like it's happening right there, but it's still not happening for me. That may be something that you relate to. But all of this to say that you will be coming into an incredible sense of feeling at home. All of those issues that I mentioned that you possibly face are things that are going to be repaired or resolved along with whenever it is, along with the period of time shortly after or as you're watching this video. So congratulations, because from personal experience, it's very difficult to break out of. It's one thing to experience external issues. It's a whole other ball game when you're experiencing problems that you are inflicting upon yourself, and you can't see how it is that you are like manifesting your own problems. Those quotation marks are very important. I'm also now receiving the fact that you are someone who has tried to work with that statement of you attract what you think most of or what you focus most on. But I'm receiving the line, how can I focus on anything else when the problems are so big? That's what I'm getting. That energy. It's coming to a close. I'm actually going to read the interpretation of the Four of Rods. I'm sorry, I've left in the book. Give me a second. So the interpretation of the Four of Rods speaks of coming home, the end of a long journey, having crossed many bridges and seen many places, the successful conclusion to a long search, internal harmony after discovering an inner refuge, endurance, conviction, finding your path at last. So that was just for reassurance for you, so that you understand that you've been on a very long journey of finding yourself, essentially, and you will find it. It being the frequency of you, of your truth. And it's going to feel so good once it settles in. It's going to feel so much better than the actual manifestations of the things that you want. Like, it's one thing to, as I've been emphasizing throughout this video, you are on a very spiritual journey in general. And the kind of manifestations, you may think you want something external, but all the external things are a representation of a frequency within you that you're going to achieve so that you can start manifesting all the outside things. It's going to feel so good. It's going to feel like you have all the outside things already. So congratulations in advance. I'm going to pull one clarification card, shuffle for one more clarification. Love it. Love it. So yeah, this goes without saying, the High Priestess, as I mentioned, you are on a very spiritual path. You're a very spiritual person. And this is essentially, I think, the frequency that you are going to be achieving around the time that you watch this video. I keep wanting to bring in the transit stuff, but it doesn't actually, as I said, my intention is to make this timeless. So congratulations are so in order. I don't think there's anything else to say about this energy. I'm going to assume that you're someone who is tapped in with what each card means, and the High Priestess really does speak for itself. The energy of her, you can see, is very obvious. I do feel called, though, now to suggest that you start taking yourself a lot more seriously in terms of your connection with the spiritual realms. Start being exclusive about where you place yourself, who you hang out with, who you give your time to. It is becoming dire in order for you to figure out the truth of your frequency, you have to get rid of all the gunk. And it feels like part of your gunk may be covered up right now by possibly people who don't have your best intentions. That's the energy that I always receive with this card. The High Priestess to me is such a powerful person. She's such a powerful energy that she will naturally attract people who try to take and siphon from her. So watch out for that. Start taking your spiritual hygiene more seriously. Get into some daily practice. It doesn't have to be that long. Consider meditating or working with divination tools. Water, as simple as it is very useful. Salt baths. And that's it, actually. Yeah, that's all I've got. Congratulations on your power and on your frequency and on who you are to become. You have a very serious role to play. I'm randomly now receiving you have a very serious role to play in your bloodline, in your family, in your community. So yeah, very important that you start taking yourself seriously. Thank you. I'm now going to get into pile two. Pile two. I love it. We have the wheel. We have the sun. And we have the lovers. So good. So, all right, I'm just going to throw this one out there because it's obviously something that sits at the tip of any reader's tongue when the lovers falls out, that this may be shortly after this, you may be coming into a new relationship, but not just any new relationship, one that's like heavily destined, very, very fated, something that is to bring you more, something that is to very obviously uplift you. Like some people, they get into relationships purely for the sake of attraction or for the sake of the fact that this person can do something for me or I'm using them or whatever. This connection was, it's like one of those so destined, fated kind of thing where like the red string between you two was created the minute the last person was born. So I was so excited. This is energy that I love. I really love it. And then if not externally, this I believe also speaks of a kind of autonomous awakening of the self where you're going to feel extremely sexy and powerful and magnetic, so that even if it's not a relationship with someone external to you, either way, your relationship with yourself is going to take on such a hot new level that you are going to, like I said, either way, whether you are in a relationship or not, you as an individual are going to manifest like crazy, like crazy. The Lovers card, though, in this deck, and which is why I kind of split those in two to say either you're manifesting an actual relationship and or you're manifesting a better, more powerful, literally attractive relationship with yourself, is because this card in this deck doesn't just speak of like lovers. It speaks of a like autonomous structure, but under these kind of conditions of the feminine, the masculine, balancing those two energies out and being unafraid, just being fearless with your darkness, being fearless with your shadows so that you can work with your life better, so that you're not afraid. I actually tweeted this a few days ago, the contemplation about how you become so much sexier when you're not scared of anything. I think that's what these cards are speaking of right now. And I'm also receiving now, think about how you feel when you're in love, how fearless you feel when you are in love with someone and when you know that someone loves you back. Yes. Oh my, that is the frequency. That's the frequency. So that it doesn't have much to do with the external connection. This is all incredible internal work. It's I wanted to mention that this feels like work that yeah, no, okay, no, it's fine. It doesn't matter how long this work has been done. It doesn't matter how long you've been on this journey of seeking the self or the relationship or whatever. The point is that there were things, there was a feeling, there was a way of being, there was a feeling of love, feeling of romance. I'm trying to put those two things together here. That feeling is something that you thought you had to work for. There's something really seriously pleasurable. Yeah, pleasure. Oh, this frequency of pleasure. You thought you had to do a lot of work for it, but with the wheel falling out, it was just something that you had to allow destiny to take control of. And with all of these cards falling out, congratulations and thank you. You did the work of allowing your universe to take control. Yeah. Okay, no, as I'm looking at these cards now, it is giving something relationship vibes. If you're in a relationship already, then something about your connection is going to feel very like you're gonna lock in. You're gonna really see what happens when you are energetically connected to someone. It's giving telepathic communication. It's giving shared dreams, like shared subconscious dreams where you and some other person, and this may even happen with a friend, but I'm getting that word pleasure is very prominent, so that I don't know, maybe it's a friend that's going to turn to something else. I don't know. But anyway, point is you're going to understand the magic of the feeling of oneness, the divine connection that can happen between you and another person. Very random one. You may all right, no, sorry, this is too random though, so I'm not going to touch on that. Point is, life is about to become very pleasurable for you. It's giving something plutonic, something scorpionic, Pisces, 12th house, 8th house, which from the outside is scary, but once you experience it and surrender, it's incredible. There are no words to describe this divine feeling you are about to experience from all the spiritual work that you've been doing without even realizing it. I want to touch on the frequency of the lovers really quickly. I'm going to only read the sentences that jump out to me in this moment. Right, choice between symbiosis and autonomy, old and new, fear and love. And with the sun paired with the wheel, you're definitely going to choose love, feel love, choose the new, feel autonomy, but like in a very healthily dependent way with the other person, like the opposite of codependency. You're going to really feel the flourishing, how lovely it can be to be in healthy codependency with someone you love, where you can trust them, they trust you, there's open communication between you and the person. And again, mind you, this may be between you and your own self. It is so freeing and so beautiful when you can experience life from a conscious level, from a consistently conscious level, where nothing in your subconscious is hidden from you and you're aware of everything you do. That's a confidence on another level. It's incredible. So yes, I think you're also just about to feel generally very confident. As I said earlier, very confident. As if you're in love. And you may be in love. I want to I want to find the middle ground between those two things. Honesty to yourself. The ability to see your own blocks. The dawn of sexual awareness. Okay, so I'm receiving the frequency of you walking into a party or into a crowded room, whatever, of strangers. And something about your frequency and your energy that comes after the processes that are happening, that comes after you shortly watching this video, your energy will turn heads, drop jaws. People will be so drawn to you that it actually will confuse them. You'll see them stutter. Like that video, oh my God, that video of Janae Aiko, where she's talking, she's in an interview and she's just herself looking at this interview and this interviewer, and he's stumbling over his words like, oh, sorry. And she's just going, and she's just so like, cute and doughy in her Pisces energy. And yeah, it's giving something like that. But yeah, whether you're cute and doughy or sexy, confident and big, either way, you're stepping into your truth, and it's going to be so clear for everyone to see. It's going to be very, extremely. You're going to be so magnetic that you should actually just take a beat to protect your energy. You'll be able to spot the leeches and you'll squash them instantly. I think I'm projecting here. I don't really like leeches and people who paparazzi and people who want to get too familiar. This is giving celebrity. Yes, it's giving celebrity. It's giving fame, but not like the social media kind where it's a little bit frivolous and weird. No, it's purely going to be based on your energy. Like purely. You're leveling up. You're leveling up in frequency, and it's gonna be so good. Your universe, your world is gonna start responding to you so nicely. And if this is a new relationship, then you're about to have some really bomb ass sex. Period. I'm gonna pull one more card. I'm very excited for you, pile 2. I love this energy. And with 3 major arcana cards, man, this is something that's like really beyond your control. You can just sit back and start enjoying your life as an observer right now. You don't have to do a single It's definitely a new connection. And even in this card, it speaks of like, okay, the sexual tension is kind of crazy. Like, it's driving me insane right now. So it's, okay, added to the scene of you walking into the room, right? And everybody's jaw drops. Fine. But then you lock eyes with somebody, with a special somebody. And you can feel time slow. And you can see the time slowing for them too. And you can feel them. The energy's buzzing between you guys. Like everything, the way they perceive it in the movies, the way they showed it in the movies, everything disappears. And it's just you and this person in the room. This is energy this is my favorite frequency ever. This is literally the reason I'm alive. So I'm really, 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 really hyped for you. And I'm really, really excited. And even if, okay, sorry, I just want to ground. I want to stay grounded. Even if this isn't like some, oh, sorry, I was about to talk nonsense, the wheel. No, this is going to be a very, very special, serious, possibly intense connection. Yeah. Okay. Let me just face it. New relationship. Really, really fire chemistry. Incredible chemistry though. Like this is insane. And this is something you, please keep in mind, I can't stress, this is something you had to be patient for. Okay. So you may have to further practice a little bit more patience, but it's coming. It's coming. All of these cards together like this, it's coming, my baby. Wow. Just enjoy yourself, hey? like I said, like I was trying to explain, 3 major arcana cards means you sit back as the observer. There is nothing more for you to do, actually. There's literally nothing more for you to do. This is an incredible spread. I'm so excited for you. I'm like shaking. I'm shaking. I want to bite something. This is very, very exciting. Shout out, and congratulations. It's over there by the door. Congratulations. Oh, so excited. Check in the passage, baby. Check in the passage. Thank you, Pile 2. Thank you for trusting me with this. Thank you for this energy. I'm so excited for you. I am now moving on to pile 3. Pile 3. Please wait until I'm finished, baby. Wait until I'm finished. Interesting. So we have the Empress. We have the 7 of Rods. The 6 of Rods. The 6 of Rods. And then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So, lots of heartache that you just came out of. Real heartbreak. Real needing to face some really hard truths about yourself. And about your need for nurture, which is something that I heavily identify with. You may have lived a past where either you lived a past where you were programmed to deny yourself a level of nurture, love, attention, etc., that you actually really needed. But because your life was not, unfortunately wasn't set up to receive that. Like you may come from childhood neglect, early childhood abuse, highly likely psychological, from your caretakers, and possibly also from like friend groups. You may have had like really weird luck with friends. This feels more friend-based. I wanted to say lovers, possibly lovers, but more groups of people, because everybody kind of expects a heartbreak, but the kind of heartbreaks that you've experienced is something not everyone expects. So possibly mother wounds, caretaker wounds, friendship wounds, sibling wounds, familial stuff. You may be someone who had to who relies heavily on your chosen family, and or who follows the concept of chosen family, that blood is not thicker than water. Sorry, I think I said that wrong, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here, that you deserved a kind of nurture that you did not receive. And you worked very hard. You may still be working through that right now, of reprogramming your mind to understand that you are actually deserving of the kind of nurture that you expected from life that you unfortunately didn't receive. You may be someone who's like an Aquarius or a Scorpio who has this really high wall up, very defensive, but mostly because you are protecting an incredibly soft heart, like intensely soft. You may also be someone used to intellectualizing their feelings, so that's part of that programming that you need to work through. Because intellectualizing your emotions is, I believe, a form of self-neglect. You're trying to harden something that's naturally very flowy, very soft. Some emotions are not intellectualizable. They're just feelings you feel. They're subconscious things coming out. Sometimes you just feel sad just because. And you're deserving of a hug anyway. You don't always have to have the answer to everything. But yeah, like I said, you may be someone who was like, you have to have an answer to everything. You don't. But thankfully, with the Six of Rods and the Empress falling out, you either are realizing this or are coming to this realization and to this release and relaxation into knowing, into being okay with not having an answer for everything. You are also, I'm receiving, you're also successfully healing your caretaker wounds, your mother wounds, your nurturing wounds, those wounds where, those wounds of a lack of nurture. You were a lot, I can't stress this enough. You were a lot more deserving of love than what you received, than what you were programmed to receive. You were a lot more deserving of it. And okay, and your angels, your God, your universe, your ancestors, your soul, your higher self is very, very sorry, very apologetic for the fact that you didn't receive that as whenever it is that you needed to. There may be a specific moment that's playing out, that plays out over and over again subconsciously in your mind of when you most needed nurture and you didn't receive it. You received something rough, the exact opposite. You were supposed to be taken care of. You will be now. You will be now. You know what I'm saying? It's you did the work that you were contracted to do via the whole soul Akashic Records thing. You did the work you were contracted to do. And now it's time for you to enjoy the light, enjoy the nurture, enjoy being held by your community, by the universe, by your angels, your ancestors, your God. It's time to enjoy yourself and lay back. And I wanted to say enjoy the fruits of your labor, but I mean, it will imply this thing. Saying that you will enjoy the fruits of your labor implies that you will have to do more labor to enjoy more fruits. But the point here is ultimately that there is no more labor for you to do. It's, it's over. It's done. And there actually also may be this bracing of like, it's as if you may still be prepared for the worst. Like you don't actually trust this reading, actually. Like you don't trust it. You don't trust this energy. You don't trust this vibe. It's like there's still something in there, but it's going to go away on its own in due time. You have a major arcana card, which I like to say implies that it's beyond your control. It's beyond egoic control, beyond human control. So you, whether you like it or not, are about to get a lot more nurturing, loving enjoyment out of your life. So bless up. You know what I'm saying? Bless up. I'm very happy for you. This is energy I am seeking still to this day, and I understand the frequency of it. I understand how painful it can be to face your wounds, especially with regards to this whole healing thing. Like you face your wounds, you do the healing, but then okay, but then I don't know if this may be you, but yeah. Then you do the healing, you face the wounds, whatever, but it's like more wounds come, more trauma comes. It's like you were or are still possibly stuck in the cycle of like believing that the pain will never end. But it does. It does. It really does. Especially yours, especially with the work that you've been doing. Acceptance in the face of pain, loss, and despair. Self-knowledge, growing out of hardship. Self-imposed isolation gradually easing. A return to the world. So truly, congratulations. If you don't feel it now, then you will very, very soon. You can trust that. And I hope that you can enjoy it, like really enjoy yourself when the light comes. Because it's yours to enjoy. It'll be specifically yours. It's as if I'm feeling now that there's going to be an unfolding of something coincidental that you're going to be like, you're going to be in a little bit of disbelief about. Like you, very light example, you seeing an event that's happening, you go, oh, I wish I could go. Then a friend randomly hits you up and says, hey, I got tickets to this thing. You want to come? And then you're like, oh, wow. And then, you kind of go, oh, what a coincidence. No, that was for you. You know what I mean? That moment of enjoyment is crafted for you. You can trust and receive it and really, really enjoy yourself. Really enjoy yourself. Push your limits of enjoyment and of trusting that you are taken care of. That's actually, something very specific that I'm feeling into heavily, that someone is going to invite you to something and you may feel like, oh no, no, allow people to take care of you. Someone's going to invite you to a night out. They're going to want to pay for your drinks, pay for your ride. They're going to want to fetch you. Let yourself be taken care of and enjoy. Really enjoy. I'm going to pull one more clarification card. I'm really feeling into the pain and grief and the despair that you are or may or were processing. I relate to that heavy. The neglect and the feeling like you're not deserving. You are and you always have been. That's something that's really trying to be emphasized throughout this reading by whoever you believe is supporting you. You are supported, just by the way. So even if you don't believe it, tap into that. Somebody's supporting you. Some energy really, really loves you and has loved you this entire time and is feeling sorry, not guilt, but really apologetic for the fact that you didn't believe or hope in the fact that that was true. You are loved. I hope you have a good time. Okay. So you have a 2-card special. Oh, never mind. 3-card special. So you have the Knight of Rods. You have the Knight of Rods, the 7 of Cups in reverse, and the 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to tap into the reverse cards as I think that those cards are most important. The Knight of Rods speaks of somebody who is okay, so I'm going to relate it specifically to your story, to say that it is actually very inspirational that you still had hope after all of the feelings of neglect and like abuse and weird vibes that you processed in your past. It's incredible that you still have like a wonder about life. It's amazing. And very randomly, I'm receiving that it's one of your most charming facets. Like your angels, your soul, your world loves that about you. They love your hope and your eye. You have a really keen eye for beauty, but real beauty, the energetics of it. You know how to see beyond the layers of something. You are a creative at heart. So even if you don't actually create art, you have the ability to spot really good art. You know what I mean? You can see someone's frequency. You can see when someone's special. You're good at spotting talent, that kind of thing. So I'm going to tap into the 5 of Cups in reverse first. Oh, time has healed wounds once thought to be irrevocable, and a new beginning can be made. A renewed sense of what is important. It can also indicate an inability to accept the inevitable changes that occur in all systems. And I think that last sentence speaks to the energy that I was tapping into earlier in your reading, Pile 3, that it may be difficult. It might be uncomfortable for you to step into this new reality of being nurtured. You may be somebody who's used to being independent and not relying on other people. And there are people who are going to actually they're going to really want to take care of you. And you may not be used to that. Try to get used to it. It's important. Because that is a representation of how your angels, your God, your soul, your universe wants to take care of you. So when you resist their care, you're resisting the care of the universe, the care of God, that's there for you, that's always been. Whether you believe it or not, against all the evidence, you've always been loved this entire time. It's time to accept it. Let all the water here spill. Let the swords fall. Allow the light and the newness of your life to come. You're deserving. You always have been, especially now, though. You've done enough. Done enough crying, enough suffering. It's finished now. Thank God. Fantasies that are never put to the test of reality. Yeah. Choices offered, but the least challenging road is taken. And I think the challenge keeps being emphasized. The challenge is going to be in accepting the light. I received earlier this metaphor of like, you've been in the darkness for so long that first slither of brightness is going to hurt your eyes inevitably. And you have to like allow your eyes to adjust, but it feels like you're going to not want to. It feels like you're going to want to deny this in some way. But please don't. That's all I've got. Life is about to get really beautiful for you. Loving, whole. Man, your wounds are going to be kissed. Each of them kissed lovely and like tended to. Like, mwah, mwah, mwah. Let yourself be kissed. Let yourself be loved and nurtured and held. This is a plea from your gods and your angels. A plea. Please let yourself be loved. And that's actually it. The end. Allow yourself to be loved. Let the light in. Trust that life is going to get good. Please. So that you can recognize it the minute it starts happening. Or if it's happening for you right now, don't sabotage. Don't mess it up. You don't even have to do, like, just receive it. Just receive it. Even if you can admit in the moment, like, oof, this is feeling a bit weird for me. I'm not used to it. So please bear with me. Be patient. That's enough. You can honestly verbalize those feelings to your community or the people who want to spend on you, care for you. You can verbalize that and they will love you still. You are still loved. You are loved always. You are always forgiven. You always should have been. You always have been. You're taken care of. Please trust that. Please trust that. Thank you. That is the end of the picker piles. Thank you very much for trusting me enough to be able to read for you. This is always an honor and a pleasure. My favorite work. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me should you be looking for personal readings or just any kind of advice or guidance. I'm here for it all. And I will catch you in the next reading.